So it's Friday, and I thought I'd give you something to think about over the weekend, which we're going to come back to next week. And you know, this is all about controversy over here. This is about testing you and getting you to think critically. Now, I've done a video earlier today, and it spoke about the credit that we give the Wells when we accept or think that they did something to Summer, whether it be dealing with an accident and cover-up, or the formulation of a plan for premeditation and getting rid of her because of some other reason. And I said in that video that there was a third, and perhaps doesn't give them the credit that being criminal masterminds does. It doesn't negate their responsibility. It means that they are still, they're still responsible to some degree. But I think at this stage, and this is just my opinion, that it's beginning to make the most sense. And that is that Don and Candus were just living on that hill. Don and whatever was going on in that family unit, we can say about SA and Summer, perhaps there was. But I don't think anybody knew about it. That would have been Don's deep, dark secret. Would Candus have known about it? Who knows? Maybe she didn't know, but she thought it could be happening. But this would have been their deep, dark secrets. This wouldn't have been the things that they shared with those around them, the church. Of course it wouldn't. So what if Don and Candus were just people who had people come to the house? It was like a flop house. People would come, they'd drink, they'd have drugs. A lot of the time being funded by the Wells because they wanted people around them, because they knew there were certain people around there that didn't like them. Jodie Sue Brown alluded to that fact, that they had people up at the home, the idiots from the church. So people even from the church were going up to this house. Someone took Summer. There was an opportunity, whether that be because on the 15th of June 2021, a drunk or comatose Candus, or perhaps she was just stuck on social media with mellow brain, and Summer did wander just that fraction too far that sent her on a collision course with someone. Now that someone, there's a small list. It would have had to have been someone who was familiar, who knew what was going on in that area, knew that this meat could be a potential perhaps, because they were a predator in nature. The buck ultimately stops with Candus because she could have prevented this. But I think that Summer was taken. I truly do. And I think that potentially Jodie Sue Brown knows that there's a potential for it to be someone she knows, whether it be her son or whether it be her ex. I don't think she knows, but I think because she doesn't know, it's driving her insane. But let's not forget Don Sherfy Jr. as well, who was out on bond at the time. Frank Light, a horrible, horrible monster, who again would have been around at the time. There are some monsters around this place. There was over 50, nearly 60 registered sex offenders in that area. And the best we can come up with is that Don and Candus are criminal masterminds who either managed to formulate a plan to cover up a death scot-free, or they formulated a plan for the premeditation, removal and hiding of their child. Hit me up down below. Who is the person who took Summer? And if you do not believe she was taken, then please, please, please tell me the exact way that you think the 15th of June 2021 went down. This far in the game, a lot of you will have an idea in your head of exactly how this stuff went down. And I want to hear it. have a fantastic weekend, and I'll catch you on Monday.